Welcome to the Livermore campus in the LNHS Invitational, where Benton Cardinals take on your Park Hill Trojans. We have a stellar matchup between these two squads. I'm Alex Couch, joined alongside tonight my partner, Emery Lauber. Talk about an exciting matchup. Emery, how do we feel about these two teams?
I'm really excited. Both teams brought a ton of energy during this warm-up, and last game of the night, a third place and a fifth place girls game, and I'm just really excited for this matchup. I think they're going to bring the energy and a bit of a bigger crowd now that we have fans here for this boys game, and I'm really excited for them. They're doing starting lineups right now for Park Hill. Number 2, Isaiah Caston. Number 12, Max Tisdale. Number 15, Javon Washington. Number 35, Jonah Ware. And 41, Donovan Fonville. As for the Benton Cardinals, number 1, Jamirion Warner. Number 3, Jason Simmons. That is our player to watch for the night. Number 5, Xavier Warner. Number 20, Lincoln Goodwin. And number 35, Mock Mayhem. We are really excited for this one. Great lineups and an all-around great game we're going to have with us. It's really quiet right now in the field house, but these teams are going to get their energy, get riled up pretty early, and we're going to have a good one. Lincoln Goodwin, our previous player to watch for the Benton Cardinals as of the rest of the week, but tonight we're shifting our attention to Jason Simmons. I think he's going to have a great performance for them and really show up and play as a team, and so we're excited for that. As for the Park Hill Trojans, our player to watch is number 2, Isaiah Caston. We're going to have a great game out of him as well. He's performed well all week, all-around team player and a great ball handler for these Park Hill Trojans. So we are set to tip off here, and stay tuned in all night, folks. We will bring the energy as for these teams.
Who's going to win the tip? Who's going to win the tip? Hurry, go, go, go.
Tip here. And the Cardinals get the tip as Lincoln Goodwin will bring the ball up for the Cardinals.
Simmons with the ball on the wing, being highly guarded and tipped out of bounds, will stay Cardinals ball.
And immediately, Alex, you see a ton of pressure from this Park Hill Trojans team. They're going to do that all night long, just apply full court pressure, trap like crazy when they can, and so continue to look like that because they will try and trap and they are play super physical.
I agree with that statement. Back over to Goodwin, as almost into a double team, but backs away. Looks for the corner. Still highly defended by Caston.
And
double team. Goodwin splits it, floater up, no good. Rebounded by the Trojans, and they're off.
Our player to watch, Isaiah Caston, bringing the ball down the floor for the Trojans. And he simply just throws it out of bounds. Miscommunication and a little bit of an error there by the Trojans, but you can look to see them make up for it on the defensive side. And as you can see, Trojans head coach, very animated he is, and he will be all night long. He definitely brings the energy for these Trojans, so that is one way that he gets his team going.
Simmons for 3, no good. Offensive rebound. Goodwin thought about a deep 2, or deep 3. Goes inside, great cut, and a foul is called. Almost looked like a jump ball.
Simmons slashes straight to the rim, and Park Hill just had him wrapped around there with his arms, didn't let go of him, and I agree with that call.
On the floor, though.
Yes.
They will set up in an out-of-bounds play. Goodwin coming off of a screen shot up and good. His first points of the night and of the game.
Isaiah Caston bringing the ball down to the court, and he was called for that foul on the other end, so that will be interesting for our player to watch. Getting an early foul, hopefully he can stay out of foul trouble. Park Hill just needs to move the ball on the offensive end here. Donovan Fonville does just that, gets downhill and gets a foul called. Jamarion Warner with the foul on that one, as that will send Donovan Fonville to the line shooting 2.
and gets that one to go too. 1 for 2 as the Cardinals come quick down and over, but is rebounded by number 1 and put back.
And I think that's what you're going to see from these Benton Cardinals. They're looking to get down the court and just speed Park Hill up overall, as Park Hill's looking to do the same thing, but I think Benton's a better transition team. And there you see him kind of speeding Park Hill up, and they just throw it to no one and not able to convert on that layup.
But offensively rebound out to Caston. Caston will look to drive. Pull up is no good, in and out, as the Cardinals look to push down the floor.
Very physical under the hoop, may I say, and Goodwin for a deep 3. That one will be good. He has put up great numbers this week and just an all-around phenomenal and fun player to watch, I will say.
He is. He's very fun to watch.
So we'll definitely keep an eye on him tonight. A very hard screen there. No foul, clean though.
12 with a great take in the lane and can finish.
That's Max Tisdale there with the 2, a tough 2, I will say, and I think he did a great job of finishing. Park Hill sending that trap they're gonna do a little late on the rotation. And Benton just not able to finish that layup. Otherwise, I think they would have capitalized on that.
Slowing down the pace as the ball goes to the corner. Baseline drive and a foul is called. Push on number 5.
Xavier Warner there with his first foul.
Park Hill will set up.
Max Tisdale inbound the ball. Makai Robin Jerby able to get it back to Isaiah Caston, who will handle it for them.
Swing the ball around, back up top to the corner.
And Benton just sitting in a 2-3 zone. I think it's because they did inbound the ball and they're just staying in it. And
great poked away by our player to watch. He will drive to the lane and gets a foul called as he will have 2 from the line.
And they just picked that pass straight out of that 2-3 zone, and Simmons is able to get to the line, although I don't think he would have finished that layup if he hadn't been fouled, but just not taking the care of the ball for the Trojans so far. Simmons knocks down his first one.
Like you said, Ben went into that 2-3. They kind of been switching their defenses up at every game in the tournament. It confused the Liberty North Eagles when they went in that 1-3-1. And now it kind of slowed down the Trojans' offense.
Simmons, just a sophomore, knocking down his second shot.
Caston will bring the ball up. Looks to see what he has. Back to the wing, to the corner. As they look to go inside, can't get anything. Drive, and it's tipped away. And possession Cardinals as they are off. Look to get Simmons back down low. Great cut. Will find him, but is knocked out of bounds. Will stay. Will stay Cardinals ball.
Very physical too, continuing to be, and I think that is something we'll see all night. A lot of contact, and I love that about these two teams. I think that's something that we can look forward to this game.
Just a bit short.
Just a bit, Alex?
Just a bit, maybe a little bit more than just a bit. But Simmons hustles for the rebound, and the possession will stay Cardinals.
And Warner will be coming out after that one as Cruz Bigham enters the game for the Cardinals. Goodwin to inbound the ball, as he will find Simmons not quite in the corner, and he's not able to finish on that one. But that will stay Cardinal ball.
What is that, like 4 possessions now for them?
3 or 4 for sure. And it looks like they'll run the exact same play.
Look for the slip for the big guy, but just can't get it there. Sets a high ball screen, rejects it, goes back to it. Lincoln with the shot fake. Will go back to Simmons. Simmons to the corner for Warner. Warner fires for three, no good. Offensive rebounded, but an off-ball foul is called.
And Coach again just getting into it. He continues to be an active part of, it feels like every play he's talking and over-communicating on every single play you'll see. So something you'll be able to see towards the top of your screen when we're down on this side of the court for sure.
I agree, and the Cardinals will try for their fourth out-of-bounds play. Simmons
shot fake.
Gets a good floater to go. Gaston will bring the ball up. Drive and dishes it. They go back in the lane, out to the wing. Big man fires for three, can't get it to go. Offensive rebounded and gets the putback.
Bryson Augustin with that three-point attempt there. Great putback by the Trojans. Mam sets that screen at the top of the key. Looks for the roll, not quite there. Goodwin slips it back door and finishes a ton of contact. I mean, I think we've said it all week long, anyone who's been calling these games, but just an all-around talented player he is. And he can finish with contact and knock down that three-point shot.
Great move from Cassidy, gets the jumper to go. But like you're talking about, he's going to get his points. There's not a whole lot you can do. You just got to force him to shoot a bad shot, but to him, every shot's good. As a step-back three, and can't get it to go. As they fight down low for the boards, and will stay Cardinals ball.
And now something that we're seeing that I think can attribute to a key for the Trojans is grabbing that rebound and holding on to that ball. I think that's going to be really important, as a lot of them have been tipped out and knocked out of bounds as baseline out of bounds plays. So I think if they can just grab that rebound, they can be super successful down on this defensive end, because putbacks will kill them.
They will. They will. As Park Hill calls a timeout, and Coach Coop is very animated in that huddle.
Getting fired up. And I'm sure that's the message. Grab the rebound. I mean, those shots that you're making Lincoln Goodwin shoot, and you're forcing those shots, if he misses that, you've got to execute, because it's not very often that he is missing them. So when he does, you really got to grab them, and you've got to take advantage of that on that side of the ball.
Not give him second chance points.
For sure. And as for the Cardinals, continue crashing. I mean, amazing job. They're getting themselves second, third, fourth chance opportunities just because they're crashing and Park Hill's not able to grab the ball. So, I mean, really something that is going to continue to be important for that squad.
We'll throw a lob in a little too far, but the Cardinals keep the ball.
And that will be number 24, Kobe Gross, who gets the ball as he checks in.
My bad, Emery.
You're all good.
Simmons backdoor to Goodwin. Goodwin goes up, tries the bank shot, just can't convert.
And there it is, Caston grabbing that rebound and going the other way on Goodwin's missed shot attempt, as that three's just a bit long. But
a great offensive rebound, and gets that one to go.
Donovan Fonville with that one for the Trojans, and Coach loving that.
Loving the hustle.
Refs counting 5 here. Park Hill switching on defense.
Goodwin shot fake, and will pull up, gets a foul called.
And almost finished there. I mean, just insane.
Oh, maybe a little bit of a flop. I don't think he got hit that hard, but it was definitely a foul.
As Goodwin will go to the line to shoot 2. And Carter Easley looking to check into the game for the Benton Cardinals. Goodwin knocks down his first. And that's already 8 points for him out of their 14 tonight. The numbers don't lie for him this week, that's for sure, and I don't think they will the rest of the season. He will be a fun one to watch.
Yep.
As Goodwin knocks down his second one, 9 points on the night now. Benton leads the Park Hill Trojans 15-9 with 1:50 left in this first quarter. Caston brings the ball down the court. Bonville will get downhill, kick the ball out. That one is no good.
Cardinals are off to the races.
Shot.
Simmons into the corner. Dish will go out.
And that is the aggressiveness we're talking about. Just all over the ball. He'll throw it ahead, and Lincoln Goodwin's right there.
Great court awareness by Goodwin and great finish by number 10.
Cruz Bigham there with the finish as Caston will go the other way.
Pull up three, no good. Offensive rebounded and can't get that one to go. Great tip, but a foul will be called.
I think they've got him shooting. That's great work under the rim for the Trojans, just continuing to work for that rebound. I don't necessarily like that one shot down that court, just firing away after bringing it down the court, but if he gets him to go, he does, and the Trojans are able to get to the line off of the putback attempts. He wants the ball again
as he
from
passes
the
it back and forth to the ref.
Donovan Fonville taking his time.
And all that for the flat.
May I say
rim
a
shot.
brick off of the front of the rim. It's okay. You got to do what you got to do, really, for free throws.
It's probably his routine.
It's a free shot.
Yeah, but you do get 10 seconds, I think.
You only have 10.
But 10 seconds is kind of a long time, but he's going to use all of it, too.
I mean, really, it's making me think of Giannis.
I was just about to say that.
Antetokounmpo. I don't really know how to say his name, but throwing out a guess on that one.
Cannot get both of them to go. Cardinals will come down.
Both starting big men out of the game. Still physicality under there, and boom!
Great shot from number 24.
Kobe Gross knocks that one down after coming off the bench early in this first quarter. 30 seconds remain. Shot clock is still in play as there are 25 seconds left on this shot clock. About a 5-second difference.
And Simmons holds on to it, poked away, but a foul is called.
And who are they going to get on that one?
I'm not sure.
Dante Bronson with some frustration, and it looks like that is who they gave it to. And Simmons is going to be at the line, as that is the Trojans' 5th foul. I guess I didn't realize they were already at 5 fouls.
No, but I mean, at this point, it doesn't really matter unless they just continue to hack, but there is only 22 seconds left in the quarter.
Simmons knocks down his first one. And Mason Quiones enters the game for the Trojans. And Simmons gets his second one to go. Caston will bring the ball down the court for the Trojans. Shot clock no longer factor as we've got 15 seconds and counting left in this quarter.
As he will hold for the last shot. Trojans need a shot here.
I think a good one. Gets them some momentum going into the second quarter for sure. 3, 2, Caston fires up a shot. And I just don't love that selfishness so far from Caston in this quarter. I think Trojans need to be a bit unselfish and share the ball a bit more in order to really be successful, as they do have players going to work in the paint. So definitely something we will be looking for going into the second quarter. And that will do it for the first quarter here at the Liberty North Invitational. The Benton Cardinals lead the Park Hill Trojans 22-9.
At the end of this first quarter, Emery, what would you like to see Park Hill do better to help them get back in this game?
Yeah, I think really just continuing to work on those boards and sharing the ball is going to be their most important thing, and I think we'll continue to say that because if they aren't able to share the ball and Caston is just coming down the court firing up shots, I don't think they can be very successful, whereas if they're moving the ball and getting Benton out of their rotations, getting out of bounds plays to where Benton has to set up in their zone, I think they can be a lot more successful. How about for the Benton Cardinals?
I would agree. Benton just has to keep doing what they're doing. They're playing very disciplined on defense. Not a lot of fouls in this first quarter. One of them only has one foul. So if keep playing it defensively really well, getting offensive rebounds, defensive rebounds, and just hustling after everything, I think they're going to be in great shape for this game.
I agree with all that. And also, last game of the night, we've got some more fans here bringing a little more energy. Both teams for warm-ups came out screaming, ready to go, riled up.
They did.
The Park Hill Trojans will take on the Liberty North Eagles tomorrow night in the final game of the Liberty North Invitational for 2025. So that will be a good matchup as well. And I think that seeing all of that will be important. And then as for the screen that you see now, field goal percentage, St. Joe Benton leading with 44% from the field, and Park Hill only with 31. And I think that's definitely showing, but also looking at that, they aren't necessarily hitting all of their shots. I think it's more of the putbacks that's winning this game.
Yeah.
Quiones fires off that three, and it's no good, and Benton will race down the court the other way.
Warner looks to drive to the lane. Great cut by Simmons, and contact cannot finish. Defensive rebound by the Trojans. And they're off the races as they throw a long ball. Saves it, but turns it over. And the Cardinals are back the other way. Looking to go up, can't get that one. Kick to the corner, Warner for three. Way off, but offensive rebound by Simmons as he will go up and cannot get one to go. That just rolls off right in front of the rim.
Getting unlucky there, and I was going to say Simmons just getting most of his looks from that backdoor cut. He's burning this Park Hill defense on that. As for a block on the other end of the court. And we've got Goodwin back in the game. Gets him a short little break before he's back. Put up more numbers. And Caston will go out for the Trojans. Got to inbound the ball here. Throws it long to be safe.
Trojans looking to set up in something. They go back to a 2-3, almost kind of like a 1-3-1.
So what I think
looks
they're
like
doing,
an extended zone almost.
I agree, and I think they're just doing this out of bounds plays, and they're staying in it. They aren't matching up after they get the ball in. So
yeah, switching up the defense, making Park Hill have a different look and a shot clock violation as we see Coach Boone fired up there.
Coaches are fired up about that one, and rightfully so. I think that zone is actually working for Benton very well against this Trojans team. Not that they're not playing great defense as is, keeping this Park Hill team to only 9 points in the first quarter, but that zone both times out of bounds has been very successful.
But a travel is called. And I have to agree with that, Emery. Benton just is very poised on defense. They don't make a lot of mistakes, and if Park Hill can find that mistake and capitalize on it, they'll be right back in it. Swings it back to the corner. Pass fake goes in, down low, and a foul is called. That's how you break a zone. If you can get into the high post, you have multiple options. As 41. Devontae Fonville will have 2 from the line. No good on the first one. We'll have one more. One for 2. Or, excuse me, 0 for 2. No, yeah, 1 for 2. Yeah.
Come on, Alex, get it
Good
together.
one. We'll bring the ball up for the Cardinals. Over to the wing. To Warner. Warner to Warner. Goodwin will look for a cut. Can't get it. Sets the screen. Goes back door. Nothing there. Guarded heavily by the Trojans. Warner will look. Goodwin comes and gets the ball. 9 on the shot clock. Step back 3. Looking for potentially in a... Just has to fire something up there.
And that's the shot that Park Hill needs to force him to make all night long. If they can keep him to that, I think they can do a great job here. But that's not always going to happen. He's going to get his points. He's going to do his thing. but definitely something they can at least strive for. Caston continuing to handle the ball. He jabs, looks down at Hill, almost gets his pocket picked.
Gaston will look, fires over, tipped by multiple Cardinals, back up top, 4-3, gets it to go at the buzzer.
Great ball movement there from Park Hill.
Good ball movement.
That last defensive possession plus that offensive possession is exactly what they need to continue to see.
Good one, will drive into the lane, and a foul is called.
Lots of contact there from Jonah
As he
Ware.
will have 2 from the line. Okay. Gets that one to go. And we'll have another one as substitutions come in for the Cardinals. Jason Simmons returns to the game, as well as number 2, Derek Grayson. As Goodwin is 2 for 2.
And those holy cow, words are hard. Last game of the night. Free throw percentage is up on your screen. Benton shooting 100% from the line so far, whereas Park Hill's only 33%, definitely with less free throws as well. But, I mean, this score being only an 11-point difference, that definitely has some factor to it.
I would agree. Benton is just getting to the line more.
And really embracing the contact.
Yeah.
And full-on brawl here.
Great hustle play by number 5.
Football. But Benton comes up with it as Simmons will bring it down the court. Look for the pick.
Great backdoor play.
And that backdoor cut, Alex, it's there all night on this Trojans defense. Definitely something that will be talked about in the locker room at halftime.
For sure.
No doubt.
Sure. And we are going to see Park Hill throw it out of bounds and clear frustration here from number 12.
And here's another look at that backdoor cut for the Cardinals. I mean, just loses his man. I'll say it again. It's going to be there all night if Park Hill can't adjust.
I agree with that statement, as Goodwin will look stopped in the corner, throwing it up to the big guy. Lincoln will go back inside. Great cut. Back up. Over to Warner. Warner will drive in and finishes and 1.
And another opportunity at the free throw line for these Cardinals. Trojans need to stay disciplined. As Park Hill will take a timeout. There's another look at that play. Gets the and 1. And obviously frustration after that. Just a series of events. You don't want to foul. You don't want to let them get downhill. The last play being the backdoor cut and then coming down and throwing it out of bounds on the offensive end is definitely something I think this timeout is smart for the Trojans. Just take a break, reset, understand that you can still be in this game, but you've kind of just got to reset, and you can't make silly mistakes, throw the ball out of bounds on accident or whatever, and you've got to be disciplined on defense.
No, 100% agree with that. If Park Hill can be disciplined on defense, get stops, and figure out this zone offense, and score a little more points, I think. They'll be right back in this.
100%. Both coaches just recollecting with their teams on this full timeout, as we have the St. Joe Benton Cardinals leading the Park Hill Trojans 28-13 with 3:13 left in the second quarter. And once again, folks, you're watching North Nation Media, covering the Liberty North Invitational 2025, where our crew puts on around, well, this week, 16 games. In years past, definitely a few more, but all the games all week long, all live and all student production. So it's a lot of fun and something we enjoy. As Xavier Smith, excuse me, wrong team. Xavier Warner misses that free throw. First free throw miss for the Cardinals. And both number 5s from both teams are named Xavier, Alex. Fun fact.
I didn't know that.
I just put that one together.
That's going to get confusing for us.
As I called him the wrong name.
Great cut, and hangs onto it, and gets the roll to go in for the layup.
Definitely something you have to be happy about for Park Hill coming out of that timeout with the missed free throw and then being able to execute on the offensive end. Just gives you a little bit of momentum. Not a ton, not super close game yet either, but and then
great
of course
defense.
The deflection.
It's tipped away, but Lincoln will save it and is fouled.
And once again, lots of contact, very physical. No holding back when he went flying for that ball. As they're going to have Goodwin tuck in his jersey, something the refs have also told him to do all week long.
Yeah, I mean, we've gotten that reminder a couple times too. It's like sometimes the jersey just doesn't stay tucked in. Like,
I don't know. I think he might be pulling it out, Alex. It's become a little bit much.
Yeah, I do pull it out because it gets a little annoying. It gets a little like claustrophobic. Great trap from the Trojans. Simmons will fire from 3 and absolutely bricked it.
I don't think he needs that pass fake there. I think it slowed his shot routine up a little bit. Caston
great handles and finds him and kind of stuffed, but almost comes away with it.
I see contact on the arm with that one, and they're going to tee up that coach. Wait, I may be wrong.
They're going to tee up the players.
They're going to get a player.
Talking a little smack. Number 15 on Park Hill. I don't know if it's a double tech
and
or what the call was.
Javon Washington there with that tech.
A tech on number 15 from Park Hill as he's talking a little smack after he got blocked. I think is what it looked like. And normally it would be shooting, but I think it was offset because it was called on 2 players, and he fires a little long.
I see. I was confused why they didn't get those shots if that was a tee, but
me either.
Ref hit him with the straight up, no more talking. No more talking.
He said no. They will throw it away and fouled.
They're going to get him on that one, and I don't necessarily agree with Javon Washington when he argued the last one. I do think there was contact, but I think that is why Benton is getting these calls is because they're embracing that contact and they're going into it, whereas Park Hill's kind of falling with the contact. If they can go into it, they're going to get to the line.
I agree with that statement, as he will make the first one. Subs will come in for the Cardinals as Warner will take a seat. And 2 for 2 from the line. Benton will bring the ball back up as they kind of go into a 1-3-1 as well. Simmons looks for 3, can't get it. Warner goes back down low, out to Goodwin. Goodwin fires, boom, gets it to go. I think that's what we're all thinking right now.
Incorrect. But I think Goodwin hit a little finger gun with that 3-pointer, and the ref said, no more, that's your warning.
Little Shooter McGavin?
I may be wrong, but...
I think Simmons touched the ball down there and got a warning after he made it. That might... I don't think the Shooter McGavin is...
A warning either way.
Park Hill fires from 3, no good. Hits the top of the shot clock, will go to the Cardinals.
And these refs are no nonsense out here.
Yeah, no nonsense. They're just straight basketball. Keeping a tight ship around here. Simmons will bring the ball up. Did I mention Park Hill went to that 1-3-1? Goodwin fires from deep. Front rim, no good.
And I think that's what Park Hill wants him to do there in that 1-3-1. That
until
one
he starts making them
too deep, in my opinion. Don't get me wrong, he definitely can knock down a shot close to that area, but a little
jumper,
too deep.
no good. Defensive rebound by Goodwin. Goodwin push it to Warner. Warner will look to see what he has back out. Simmons shot fake.
Ooh, I'm firing that one if I'm Simmons.
Goodwin back down and stuff, but offensive rebounded and almost gets that one to go as he goes down hard, holding his head, but appears to be okay. And the Benton Cardinals are just killer on the offensive rebounds right now.
And I really think that's what's given them this lead in this game is those offensive rebounds, putbacks, and then getting fouled.
I agree.
Taking his time on his free throw as well. Knocks that one down as attempt number 2 will be on the way. We've got 25.2 seconds remaining here in this second quarter.
Gets that one to go.
And Benton is in the double bonus, so hopefully Trojans get this last shot,
yeah.
But if they don't and the
Just
Trojans foul, they'll go to the line.
As gets the go-ahead from his coach, they will pass it around. Great down-low pass. You just got to be ready to catch that.
Silly turnover there, and Cardinals will get the last shot up now. As that one will hit the side of the backboard. I've done that a time or two.
Bro thought that was so good, and then it just, you know, like that feeling when it comes off your hands and just clanks on the side of the back. You're like, all right, I'm done shooting for the night.
So here we are, and we've reached halftime here at the Liberty North Invitational, where the Benton Cardinals lead the Park Hill Trojans 33-17. We will be back after these messages from our Liberty North halftime show and commercials.
Hawthorne Bank is a proud supporter of the Liberty community and Liberty Public Schools. We believe in investing in our future. That's why we're proud to support Liberty Public Schools. Our new Shoal Creek branch is here to help you achieve your dreams, whether it's saving for college or starting a business. Contact your local Hawthorne Bank near Shoal Creek at 816-415-0342 for your family's financial needs.
Quality, on time, and in budget. That's the Seiler Construction Guarantee. It is one we're able to make with over 200 years of industry experience behind us, and one we are proud to uphold as a family-owned and operated business. Whether you are looking for your new dream home or wanting to make your current home everything you dreamed, trust in a team that exceeds expectations. For a list of current projects and available homes, visit our website today, or follow us on Facebook and Instagram to get a sneak peek of our latest projects.
Hawthorne Bank believes in its customers and their dreams for the future.
About 5 years ago, when we had a smaller space and it was time to move, I had a vision for what I wanted, and Hawthorne was the one that could see the vision. Honestly, I don't think it could have happened without Hawthorne Bank.
I'm Kent Peterson, Market President for Hawthorne Bank. We are proud to support Liberty Public Schools and the Liberty community. Hawthorne Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Hi, I'm Todd Crossley, and my team and I at Gary Crossley Ford are proud to support the Liberty North Eagles. Being born in Liberty and my whole family being Eagles, from my daughters to my niece and my nephew, nothing gets me more excited than the Eagles' victory. Go Eagles. E-A-G-L-E-S. Go Eagles.
What's up? I'm Austin Seiler, and I'm here with
Blake Ballard.
And today we're going to do your halftime show and talk about just the teams that have been playing this so far. So first we have your keys of the game. They're behind us. So St. Joe Benton find some good shots, strong perimeter defense, and slow Park Hill down. They've definitely done a good job about slowing Park Hill down. I mean, the score shows it all.
For sure, Austin.
And then strong perimeter defense, they've done a good job about that, limiting threes and finding good shots.
I think they found some pretty open threes in the corner and on the wing.
And their number 20 having some really good shots from around the free throw line. And their player to watch is Jason Simmons, their number 3. He's been doing pretty darn good. Just pick it up a little more in the second half and then just do an amazing job.
Definitely. I want to see him shoot the ball more.
Yep.
Our Park Hill keys to the game: dominate the paint, minimize turnovers, and capitalize on transitions. I think that they've kind of been pretty even in the paint, if anything, losing in the paint battle a little bit.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that many turnovers from what I can recall, and I don't think I've seen that many transition buckets. Austin, what have you seen?
Yeah, I think
Benton is just kind of capitalizing on every single aspect of the game right
For sure.
now. Like, their transitions are very fast, and they are able to score pretty quickly. And, I mean, Park Hill's turning over the ball a lot.
Yeah. Our player to watch for Park Hill is number 2 guard Isaiah Caston. He's been pretty good throughout the entire game, I'd say. One of the highlights on this team that's having a rough start.
Yeah, but just in general, Park Hill needs to step it up.
Yeah.
So first we have our women's bracket. Our first side, Blue Valley played Olathe West, and Blue Valley won 39-33. On the other side, St. Joe Central played Liberty North. Liberty North dominated 74-32. Blue Valley then played Liberty North, and Liberty North won 62-47 to advance the championship. Now the other side, Blake will cover.
In pool play, Shawnee Mission South won both their games, going 2-0 during the week. St. James going 1-1, winning that game earlier today, and St. Joe Benton going 0-2, dropping out of the tournament pretty early.
Yeah. And that's all that we have for you today. And now we're gonna go to a commercial reel.
Welcome back to the Liberty North Invitational 2025. We have a great matchup between the St. Joe Benton Cardinals and the Park Hill Trojans, and we're going to kind of take a look at some first half highlights from both teams. far more important and a bigger factor in this game.
As you can see, great ball movement from the Benton Cardinals earlier in that possession. Finishes with a great 3 ball. Then Park Hill comes back, answers right at the buzzer at the end of the shot clock. Simmons drive down, great backdoor play. And a great and one take right there.
Just an overall great battle we've got, and we will continue to see as, of course, the Benton Cardinals are leading them so far at halftime. But I would not count out the Trojans just yet. I think that there was probably a lot that was said during halftime and a lot more that can be done, but just continue to try and work Benton up the court and speed them up and force them to make shots, or take shots, not necessarily make them, that aren't great shots. And I think if then they can secure those rebounds, they can make this a close game.
I agree, and Park Hill just needs to move the ball more. Like, if they can shift Benton's defense and penetrate off of ball reversals and look to get the ball back in the high post, they'll find wide open lanes, and they need to not have as many empty possessions, I think, in that half. And if they can do that, I mean, they're right back in this ball game.
And that's what we were talking about in the first half. I think that you'll hear us repeat the same things because it's just so true. It's just that physicality under the rim, and the Cardinals went into the physicality and they went up with it, and they were able to finish, get and ones, and get fouls. Whereas the Trojans, they didn't shy away from it. There was definitely a lot of contact, but they didn't go in as strong. They didn't get those fouls called. They didn't get to the line. And I think that's the point difference you're seeing here in this game. And something that can definitely be changed and that they can work on. I think as for Benton, this talk right now coming out of the half is just keep playing the way you're playing and make them force those turnovers. Continue to be physical and make them turn the ball over and finish. And for Park Hill, it's just that physicality, and that coach will continue to bring the energy. The bench will continue to bring the energy when they're up, but they got to keep it and make sure that they're still running with them.
Couldn't agree more, as we are almost underway for the start of the second half here, where Benton will have possession. And let's see if Park Hill will come out in a different defense, switch it up a little bit, or stay the same.
And I think they're gonna keep this man, of course. I don't mind their matchups at all. I think that they did a better job earlier in the week when I watched them play against Raytown of trapping and causing turnovers and kind of forcing them. They haven't come out as much with that mentality, and I think that's credit to this Benton offense and what they know they can do out of it. But I'd be curious to see what that looks like if they tried. Goodwin
Great
kicks.
find and blocked.
And absolutely not, says number 15, Javon Washington for the Trojans. There's another look at that one. I mean, slow to the play too, and Simmons didn't shot fake or pass fake that time either, but sent it right into the wall for sure.
As Benton will come out and turn the ball over. Park Hill looks to go the other direction. Casson with a great pull-up short, but can't get the defensive rebound, as 15 takes a little bit.
Javon Washington hit the floor hard. I mean, the place went silent here.
He might be a little sore in the morning after that one, folks.
Maybe concussed, but he's still here, so we'll see. I mean, he looks to be standing up straight, I guess, playing fine defense.
He probably doesn't feel great, but he'll be okay. Simmons passes it over to Warner. Warner looks to drive out over to Goodwin.
Good switch there by the Trojans. He'll get stuck in his screen. The dump down, and they're going to get him coming in from behind there on the swat down. I agree with that call 100%. And to be honest, I have not been as impressed by Nam this game or this tournament as I was expecting, just with his height and being able to finish at the rim. He hasn't been as big of an impact as I hoped he would be. Looking at that Liberty North game especially, they have a lot less height than this Park Hill Trojans team, as their tallest player is probably standing at about 6'2", 6'3", and he didn't do anything worth mentioning, if I would say.
Yeah. And Lincoln had a great backdoor cut there. Further baseline out of bounds. 15 looks to go. Great pull-up. Gets that one to go.
Right now, Javon Washington with that bucket.
Simmons will bring the ball down the floor for the Cardinals. Look to go inside, but shakes it off. Getting downhill over to Goodwin. Goodwin will not pull up. Great take, and gets a little finger roll for a foul, and will shoot 2.
Coach doesn't like that call, and I don't think he would have made that layup if he would have stood straight up, but the fact that he brings his arm down is where they're going to get that call every single time, regardless if you make a ton of contact or not. When you bring your arm, that front arm down defending him, they're going to get you, and they sure did here. Goodwin knocks down his first free throw. No surprise there. Absolutely dominant free throw shooter.
He's up to 17 on the night.
And that's the difference in this game. His 17 points is quite literally the difference in this game.
Make that 18.
And it's as simple as that, folks. Gets downhill. Park Hill doesn't stay disciplined, fouls, and there's his 18 points and that 18-point difference.
Great backdoor cut, foul, and one. Wow. As you see the Park Hill bench light up.
Jonah Ware loving that one himself, making that bucket, and he was fired up. I mean, if they can keep up that energy, I wouldn't count them out yet. But they've got to get stops on the defensive end and stop fouling, and they have not proved they can do that yet.
And Bank is open here on a Thursday.
Man, it's late, but I suppose the bank's still open.
Normally the bank is not open at 8:11, I don't think, on a Thursday.
I don't normally go to the bank, so
me either, I'm broke.
I'm not quite sure about that one, but it seems a little late to be going to the bank, in my opinion.
Yeah. Gets the ball, Lincoln will go in, and foul, and one, and gets that one to go.
What can I say?
Huh?
I mean, really just what we continue to preach. Be disciplined. They bring their big up to that three-point line. He's not going to shoot it. Give him a little bit of gap. Let him just back off of him. Let him catch. He's not going to turn and shoot and face that ball, but you know one of their fast guards is going to backdoor cut off of it. And Goodwin gets the and one on that one.
And 21 on the night for number 20. Caston will bring the ball down for the Trojans. Looks to create. Dishes it to the corner. Back up to him. Over to the high post. Gets big man on big man. Can't get it. Cardinals come away with it. Look for a point guard, and they are off to the races. As Warner will look for Goodwin. Goodwin gets the ball. Looks for a deep three. And a traveling call.
I mean, I can't lie. I thought he was firing that one. And I was going to say that was deep.
I can't lie, but if he would have made it.
Thank goodness he didn't, although he traveled.
Tip your hat off, yeah.
Big screen.
Caston fires for three. Gets that one to go. Trojans are starting to fire up here.
You know, prove me wrong, too. He hit that one, but he has not done that the rest of the night. And if we can see more of that from him, I think that he can have a great game here, but I think you've got to move it first before just firing that shot every time.
Agreed. Warner goes in, looks to go back out.
I mean, really, they're just going to let him work down there because he's just looking for the kick anyways. He's really not getting to the rim when they get it down to the big man.
Will fire from three. No good.
That was short. Caston will go the other way.
As Caston will come down, cannot finish. Great rebound by Lincoln. Over to Warner. Warner will, and a charge going the other way, and Warner looks hurt. And substitutions will come in. And your Cardinals have 7 steals on the night, and we'll probably have many more as we are in the third quarter. 4 minutes and 30 seconds left. And let's give a shout out to camera 1, Lillian Tatum, doing a great job. as Trojans go back to the high post, over to the wing. Caston back over 22, shot fake, tries to drive into the lane, dishes to the corner three, short.
Gotta catch ready
by
there.
Goodwin.
Gotta catch ready. Be ready to fire it away, not step into your shot necessarily.
Big man on big man and cannot get it to go. Defensive rebound by the Trojans. Caston will come away with the ball.
Only a 15-point difference.
Poked away by Simmons, and Goodwin will
gets fouled.
and a foul is
Big
called
man
on
throws it
Isaiah
down
Caston.
after the whistle.
Cardinals will have a baseline out of bounds. Maybe looking for a big man lob, not quite sure. And they will throw it long. Not quite over the back as Cardinals come with it. They go one more. Simmons wide open. Boom. Gets it to go. Trojans look to drive, can't get anything. And a good take from number 41.
Good finish at
Vonville,
the win.
as the Cardinals will push it back up the floor. They are just outrunning the Trojans, but a great defensive stop. And they come away with it. Trojans will look to drive, kick back out to the top of the key, and a foul is called. They wanted an offensive foul, but I don't think they're going to get that.
I agree with that call as well. I think that if you aren't on him so much, he won't throw an elbow, and I think that they called that the right way. As we've got a sub for the Trojans, number 23, Kaylin Bradford enters the game. As number 22, Makai Robbins-Yerby checks out.
Trojans will throw it long as they can't get anything out of the baseline. Look to go to the corner, but denied it. Great backdoor cut.
That 2-3, Alex. The 2-3 on the baseline out of bounds. They're getting more stops after inbounds plays, staying in that 2-3. Then I think they are just playing straight up man defense.
I think so, but also the Trojans are just hurting themselves by they're just making their own turnovers.
They'll just throw it up top to get it in. And that's going into the contact. And that will get them to the free throw line every single time if they just go into the contact.
And number 12 will shoot free throws for the Trojans.
He's able to get that first one. Javon Washington back into the game for the Trojans. Seems to be holding up all right after that nasty fall earlier in the game. And he knocks down the second one. And a sub will come in for him. Caston is back to handle the ball for the Trojans. Just one person pressure. It looks like they're face guarding Goodwin now, which is definitely something to pay attention to. The Trojans face guarding Goodwin, and if they can eliminate his points, you eliminate this gap, and we'll see if they're any successful at it.
Off-ball foul called on the Trojans.
Coach still loves it. Great physicality. He wants more of it from this team.
And we will have free throws for the big men. looking to see if he can get his first points of the night and gets the first one to go. And gets the second one to go. His first 2 points of the night as Trojans will bring the ball down. Caston will look to set up a play for the offense. Back over to him, to the corner, double team almost, maybe looked like a travel, tipped away, Trojans come away with it, over to Lincoln as boom, gets that one to go.
Lincoln Goodwin, folks.
That might be the dagger right there, and we still have a hold on the quarter.
And Benton now sitting in a zone.
It's a very active zone. Great steal and throws it long and finish.
With a little contact. And Benton just using their arms.
Caston
finishes that one, but Benton looking to use their arm length and wingspan down on the defensive side just to tip the ball, anything that they can get. And a silly turnover, not necessarily needed there for the Cardinals, but the Trojans will take it. We got another
We have a
look.
replay of the dunk.
Slam-o, jam-o by Lincoln Goodwin. There you have
That was
it,
great,
folks.
great
He's got some hops, got some
I wish
bunnies.
I had those hops. Can you imagine, like, Emery going up for the dunk? Lobber gobbler for the dunk.
Alex thinks she's funny.
Throws it long, cannot finish, off defensive rebounded. Trojans are off to the races, 2-on-2 fast break, and they finish.
I think the Cardinals just get a little ahead of themselves with throwing this ball ahead to some silly, unnecessary players, but Simmons easily gets downhill. You know, and he's playing it. He's having himself a great game as well. Our player to watch, just a sophomore, definitely has great height on him and very athletic, very fast, and has finishing as he has 11 points for the Cardinals.
Firing from deep, no good, rebounded by Simmons.
Shot clock no longer in play. If Ben's smart, I think they get the last shot here, and I think that's exactly what coach is telling them.
They hold it. Trojans come away with it.
Not calling himself out of it quite yet.
And a foul is called.
Goes into that contact, and he's getting himself to the line. Bronson at the line, shooting 2. Brunson gets that one.
Deadens the ball almost.
Perfectly off that back rim. Not quite a bank shot, but I mean.
No, the bank's closed.
Simply just
It's
stopped
8:30.
there right at the door of the bank. The bank said, I'm locked.
Bank said come back tomorrow. No shot, violation.
Oh, 50 is not happy about that. Oh, Bryson.
Big boy's gonna rage.
And now they're saying wow, wow on the court. He's not happy about that call at all. His teammate knocked down that free throw. 13 seconds left on the clock. 10 now. Goodwin definitely seeing what he can do here to get some
Goodwin
points.
looking for the last second shots. 3 foul, almost in 1.
He's just
he
so
will shoot free.
smart. He understands where the defense is and the contact they have, and I think that is so smart and has a ton of basketball IQ for that shot. It might have been a flop, right? But he's getting himself to the line with 3 shots, and Park Hill's just sitting there complaining. Like, that's exactly what he's good at, and I think that is why he can be so successful, is he knows how to get fouled, he knows how to lean into that contact, and he knows how to finish at the end of the day.
Agreed. As 2 for 2, has one more. And perfect from the line.
100% for him tonight. 1.7. Caston will try and fire off a shot, but really almost hits our camera crew. And speaking of camera crew, we have a special shout out to one of our very own, Andrew Lay. Andrew does all the work behind the scenes. I think he's seeing himself on the camera. He's trying to talk you back, but
can we get a little wave? Yeah, there we go, Andrew.
For this program, he works every single night of this tournament. Definitely doesn't like the camera on him. He's not a be in front of the camera type of guy. So this is his moment of fame, and we are so grateful for him and everything he does. He's always doing the scouting and the reports, and then he's working on making all the graphics and working in the control room all day long. I mean, I quite literally always pick on him. I never see him anywhere but the broadcasting room.
Yeah, I don't know if he goes to class.
You want to know a fun fact?
What?
He only takes one other class. So Andrew is really just in that broadcasting room, and he gets the job done for us. An ELA class. For the viewers at home wondering what class Andrew Lay takes during the day.
He's still getting that good education. Don't worry, guys.
So there he is, our guy, Andrew Lay, and can't say enough great things about him and the work he does. And really, our whole crew here working tonight. It's a late game, not a home team playing, obviously, but we still have got a great crew out here, and we work every single night to put these games on. And
especially Miss Higgs stays here almost 10 hours, 9 to 5.
Oh yeah, and Jeff. Gotta shout out my boy Jeff.
Shout out to you guys.
Jeff, you better add points to my name here after that shout out, that's for sure. All right, we're back. Enough dilly-dallying.
Start of the fourth quarter, Benton leads Park Hill.
20-point lead here for the Cardinals. And really, Alex, I'm tired.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I am too.
Late
but
night game.
We can power through. We got this. As 15 will drive into the lane, gets fouled. But Cardinals winning a travel, but a foul is called, and it will be on the floor, not shooting. Trojans will look to set up something, pass it to the corner, almost a double team, but breaks the trap, back out into the corner, swings it across, great power dribble, and gets that one to go. As the Cardinals will walk it up the floor. No need to hurry in this moment. Goodwin will bring it over. And will be Trojans ball. Trojans will look, see what they have. Dribble drive and an offensive foul. Great recovery from there, number 24.
Max Tisdale called for the foul there, and Kobe Gross has really been doing that all night when he's on defense.
We'll have a screen. Shot fake. Looking to see what he has.
Backdoor cut by Gross. Wasn't there.
Passing it back out to Simmons. Simmons will drive into the lane. Looking for the back door, but makes a turnover. Better defense by the Trojans, and they are off. Look to go inside. Kind of fumbles the ball. Inside, gets stopped. Under finish and gets it to go. As Goodwin will dribble the ball up. Over to Simmons. to the corner, back over to Goodwin. Cardinals taking their times, looking to get the better shot. Stuffed at the rim, but takes it. 3-ball short.
No
and
good.
Rebounded by the
Park Hill
Trojans.
grabs that ball. And talking about Park Hill, this has been a very different tournament for the boys, but as we look at the women's bracket, here are some of their final scores. Game 1, Game 2, and Game 3 leading to that semifinal game between Blue Valley and Liberty North, and then the quarterfinals, obviously. But it's just, we're looking at this, and the boys tournament is a lot different than the girls tournament this year. Only 4 teams playing a round robin, so these 2 teams, UFC and then Raytown and the Liberty North boys. And speaking of Liberty North boys, they will cap off the week tomorrow at 7:30 in the last game of the night against these Park Hill Trojans. And we can talk more about that matchup in a little bit, Alex, because I think we have a good idea of how both teams are going to play. But definitely different with Raytown and Liberty North only playing 2 teams this week, and Park Hill knocks down that 3 to go, but only 2 games for them, whereas Benton and the Trojans are playing 3. So interesting how they've kind of worked this out, and we've got about a men's game once a night at this far into the week.
As a rare turnover there by Goodwin, as the Trojans look to go the other way.
Got his ankles a little bit, but Ben's able to recover.
Still sitting in that 2-3 kind of extended zone, as he will fire again for 2, short, rebounded by Goodwin. Goodwin will push the floor, cross-court pass, going up, and great finish.
Way to run the court there. You can't ask for much better. And it looks like we've got a timeout by Benton. And going back to kind of what we were talking about, this Liberty North Park Hill Trojans matchup we're going to have tomorrow night at 7:30. Mind you, after the women's championship game between the Shawnee Mission South Raiders and the Liberty North Eagles, but that will be a good one. And I think we know how both teams are going to play. Liberty North is very run and gun, 5 in, 5 out. They're going to trap. They're going to speed you up, and as soon as those 5 get tired, they're going to put the next 5 in, and they're ready to go. And I think that that's something that can cause a little trouble to this Park Hill team, as they haven't shared the ball as well as I've wanted them to, and as well as they have in the past, may I say. Especially graduating some important seniors last year, Cam Jones, Leo Gaiman, and then, of course, under a new coaching staff this year. Not completely new, some previous coaches still on staff, but new head coach, may I say. And I think that definitely has a factor here, but the only thing I think your difference is going to be is they've got a few bigger guys, whereas the Eagles don't. I don't think that's going to be a huge factor, though, because that Benton Liberty North game earlier in the week was a phenomenal game, and I would say Benton has a lot more size on them, but they're just scrappy, and they play so fast, and they're able to just keep up, and I think that we're going to have a good matchup here tomorrow night in the Fieldhouse. So you're going to have to make sure you tune in all night long. We've got the 7th place girls game between St. Pius and St. Joe Central, which we talked about earlier during the halftime report. And then we'll have the women's championship and then the men's final game, as it's not a championship since it's just a round robin.
Caston will pull up from 3, cannot get it to go. Great offensive rebound, dishes it out, but a foul is called. And maybe on the floor or shooting. It will be on the floor. As the Trojans will set a baseline out of bounds. And they will inbound it into Isaiah Caston, which a double team from Benton. Almost a steal. Swings it over into the middle of the zone. Back out. Back into the middle of the high post. Cutting over. Double team almost from the Park Hill Trojans. Great skip pass back into the middle. Out to Caston. Caston will fake. Dribbling it into the middle. Great pass. But a foul is called, and a player will just lay there for a second. And he looks a little lost, but I think he is okay.
He's taken a few hits this game. Someone check in on him tomorrow morning.
He just laid there.
Might have a hard time at school learning some math, but we'll see. We'll see him tomorrow night. We'll check him out tomorrow night. We'll ask him how he's feeling, you know.
And short.
I wonder if he can see the rim straight. Like, do you think that's why he was short?
That might be why he's missing short.
I'm just kidding. He might be totally fine.
And out to Warner. Warner will come in.
I will say for how on top of the game the refs seem to be towards the starts for like the extra, the text, whatever. They are allowing a lot of contact, which I appreciate. They kind of cut out the nonsense and things they don't need, but they are letting them be physical.
Yep. As Benton looks to skip over to Warner. Warner will bounce and fire, but it hits the rim. The Trojans come away with it as the Cardinals get... One thing that the Cardinals do really well is they get back on defense.
I would say that
There's not a lot of fast break opportunities when teams are playing them.
Stole the words out of my mouth. The Trojans have really not been able to have those transition layups or those fast breaks. And I think that's something that could have helped them and given them a little bit of, not an advantage, but help in this game. It's just something that Benton's done a great job of eliminating. And then, of course, have to note Lincoln Goodwin with 26 points this game.
8 on the shot clock, will drive in, hits the rim, it will reset, but the Trojans come away with it and a foul is called.
And Benton using up a lot of their shot clock now that we're nearing the end of the game. Not something that we've seen all that much this game because they just go so fast and they're working with the fast breaks and there haven't been many opportunities for that shot clock to even come and play. I mean, many of you may have not even known that they were playing with it tonight, but now they're just kind of trying to run clock and getting close to the end of that shot clock just about every time.
As you can see, St. Joe Benton has made 18 free throws compared to your Park Hill Trojans, who I don't think is at near as much as them.
For sure not. And I think I may be incorrect with this, so I almost want to say it, but 10 free throws made by the Trojans, 18 free throws for the Cardinals, and I want to say they've only shot 19 or 20. That's great percentages that they put up at the free throw line.
It is, and I think most of them are shot by Lincoln.
I would have to agree with that. Definitely a few others. I think Simmons has gone to the line quite a bit as he follows with 11 points. Some of those coming from free throws. Park Hill rolls the ball just to save a bit of time. Not sure what that's going to do for them, but worth the shot, right?
I would agree.
Kiona is back into the game for the Trojans. Really first time we've seen him in a while this game. And that one will come up short, but Caston is able to grab his own rebound. And Bro fires. And he's going to fire again. And that one is good. Quiones comes into this game. It fires out that shot. Able to knock down that three-pointer. Definitely paying for that. Park Hill Trojans team.
And firing for three. Cannot get a great offensive rebound. And will dish it back out and dunk.
Honestly, congrats on the dunk. Only fourth point of the night from him. I'm just expecting more out of him.
Yeah. And he gets pushed around a lot, though.
I guess it is hard, too, whenever Lincoln Goodwin's on your team and he's dropping 26 points on an average night.
Number 15 will fire. No good.
And let me say, some
great
Park Hill
rebound
fans,
from Lincoln.
some Park Hill fans behind us just keep, shoot the ball. They like that saying.
Exactly like that. How does that go again?
I mean, shoot the ball every time. So they want them to shoot more, and I don't necessarily. Wow. Silly turnover by the Cardinals. Honestly, not something you're going to see a whole ton from them. But something that.
And Lincoln Goodwin's shoe is off.
I think he just took it off.
I think he did too. Those things probably smell, but
He needs some Velcro or something.
Just adjusting those shoes.
Get the kid some Velcro.
Yeah, he needs some Velcro, and he needs some smaller pants, I think. They're kind of falling. But the kid
I
is
didn't know Alex
solid.
was just going to judge this kid after dropping 26 points
I'm not
tonight.
judging. I'm saying
1 minute remaining in the
he's
game.
a phenomenal basketball player.
A dead ball here. And at the end of the day, only 18-point difference right now. And I would still consider this a great game in this tournament. I think it's hard to beat that Benton Liberty North game. Just because it was so competitive.
It was close,
and it was the first game for Liberty North where they had some
a
good
challenge,
competition and challenge. But I really am proud of the way that Park Hill just continues to fight. .40 for the Trojans will be shooting 2 at the line. And there's another miss for the Trojans. Free throws. Emphasis on the free, and I think that's something that they could have done a little bit better at tonight, but not necessarily the reason why they're losing.
As the Cardinals will bring the ball up. Trojans have a little man press going on, but not much pressure as Goodwin handles it. And we'll try and look for a foul, and a foul is called.
I mean, I think you should consider theater a little bit. There's just been a little bit of drama here on this boys' side of the tournament, but again, that comes down to the basketball IQ that I was also praising him for tonight, just being smart.
Cannot finish.
And we've got
no
shot
finishes
clock.
those, comes away with it again. Simmons will have the ball back out.
And they're just going to pull it out.
They're just going to run this out.
And keep this ball, and as they should. A great game all around here for the second to last game in the boys' side of the bracket.
And
10
they
seconds
will just dribble
remaining.
it out. Trojans looking for a little bit of pressure, but aren't going to foul. There's no reason to.
And then the last game of this boys' tournament will be tomorrow night. As we've said, at 7:30, a great game. You're going to want to catch it. And we've got great announcers on that game, and it will be a fun one. So here we are. The Benton Cardinals have defeated the Park Hill Trojans, and they won't necessarily advance in the tournament because Park Hill is going to be the one taking on Liberty North tomorrow. But thank you for joining us. The final score, 46-58, St. Joe Ben, Lincoln Goodwin with putting up 26 points in that game. And then at the end of the day, our player of the game, Simmons, and our player to watch, he's going to be our player of the game. Just an all-around fun team to watch for both sides. And we are so thankful for our crew and everyone who has worked tonight and for you guys for tuning in. So we will catch you tomorrow for Day 5 of the Liberty North Basketball Invitational 2025.